What's up, guys? Shane here with Paper and Diamond Hands Trading and Investing. Got a request to look at AMC Holdings this week. Now that it's February 19th at the close, going to take a recap of the week and the previous week, see what's going on at AMC. A lot of people have been asking me, hey, are you buying, are you selling, are you holding? I'm doing a little bit of both personally myself. I'm day trading it. When it comes down around $5.50, I buy, and then I sell usually around $5.85 to $6, depending on how it's doing. And then I also have a holding account as well, where I'm holding some AMC because it does have a lot of future growth potential. I'm going to make a case to you guys why I think that is so. So let's just dive into it. Take a quick look here, see what's going on with AMC. All right, so we're going to start here with, is AMC still popular? Is it still being traded lots? It was a meme stock, obviously, 3 weeks ago was the peak of it. What's going on now? Are people still doing it? Absolutely. It has died down a bit. It was in the top 3 for a while. Here we are there, 11th most bought and sold stock in the market. As we can see here, we're still sitting around 56% buys, 44% sells. So yeah, the stock is still going. It's still got some momentum. People are starting to buy now that it's come down quite a bit. So you got a lot of buyers, some holders, not as quite as many sellers. So we'll take a quick look here. So this is kind of our 1 month trend. We can see around January 27th, that's when it really popped. That's when we got around that $20 mark, when the meme stock blew up, took off. And then obviously after that, people started cashing in, paper handing it, right? Make some money, spend a little bit of money, make a lot of money. We had a bounce back. And then of course we just did the up and down a little bit. And now we've just kind of hit a value of support down here, $5.56 in around there. Just kind of trading sideways the last few days. So we can see here, if we pull up our 5-day, it's gone above, went up to around 623, I think, for a little bit, 625. And yeah, mostly sideways, but there is a little bit of day trading potential there as well. When it's dipping down below that 550 mark, pick it up, could sell it. Like I said, I'm holding and I'm day trading, doing a little bit of A, a little bit of B. So let's take a look here. We did have our Finviz Report, came out about a week and a half ago, I believe. And we can see here short interest 15.7. So all that's saying is it's saying that companies aren't trying to short it as much as before, right? So a lot of hedge funds are going in. They wanted AMC to fail. They're putting in put calls, trying to get the stock go down, and then as it goes down, they make a little bit of money. That interest has kind of gone away, obviously, because the Wall Street Bets community came together, started buying up the GME, the AMC, and driving that price up. So a lot of hedge funds are kind of trying to stay away from it right now. So take another little quick look at our analysis here. We got 7 holds, and then 2 so buys, and then 3 buys. So the stock's mostly, from an analysis rating, at least on MSN, is more of a hold, a little bit of buy and whatnot. We're going to take a look at a quick value that's really important. We have our enterprise value. So our enterprise value is basically, what is the value of the assets used to produce a product or service? Well, it's $7.4 billion. So they have a $7.4 billion worth of assets, and the market cap of the company is only 1.87. The market cap being the share price times the outstanding shares. So they have 4 times the assets than the company's worth right now. That's why a lot of people are speculating, like that Amazon could buy them, or Netflix, or some of these big companies, because they'd be really cheap to buy right now. And the assets alone are worth 4 times the cost that it would be to buy. But the big thing for me that I've been looking at with AMC, and what I like to look at when I want to see things are going to trend up, is what are some of the big institutions doing? So here we have our sheet of a lot of these hedge funds, institutions that have been coming on board. So anything in green you can see has been a buy, and then we get a little bit of sells here. But we have some of the bigger companies jumping on board. We got Wells Fargo here, Scotia Capital from Scotiabank. And even the sells have just been tiny amounts, right? 11,000, 58,000, 12,000. And then the buys, like from Northern Trust, right? 1 million shares, right? These guys they're going in. A lot of these guys are more than doubling up, 244%. And then you can see a few more, right? Most of these financial institutions are getting in. And the guys that are getting out are just tiny amounts. And then in the last week, this is a big one here, Charles Schwab Investments Management, they just put in 1.7 million more shares that they purchased. 3.75 million that went in. They increased their stake by 40%. So a lot of these big institutions are getting in when the stock's really cheap. It's like $5.50, right? So they're getting in. They know in the long term it's going to make some money. It's going up. It is going sideways lately, but the growth potential in the future, the vent up people wanting to go to theaters and events and whatnot. That's going to come out once we start getting these vaccines out, once things start opening back up, and that's going to help to drive up the profits of AMC. They're in a decent debt situation. Most of their financing was through the sale of shares. I think they made around $500,000 in the sale of shares. Took care of their debt, so they can keep going for quite a while longer. So my outlook for them is good in the near future, and I hope to see some gains in there and keep day trading a little bit here and there in the future. All right, thanks a lot, guys.